This Gemini mask isn't about being fake or deceitful, it's a survival mechanism that helps you navigate the world's unpredictability. But the challenge arises when this adaptability becomes a double-edged sword. You may struggle to feel grounded or authentic, worrying that others only like certain versions of you but not the whole you. This internal fragmentation can leave you feeling lonely, even in a crowd. The good news is that embracing your multifaceted nature is the path to freedom. Instead of trying to be just one thing, honor the complexity within you. Celebrate the fact that you have many layers, many voices, and many passions. One practical way to do this is through journaling or creative expression, where you give each part of yourself a chance to speak. Write letters to your different selves. Draw or create vision boards that reflect your various moods and dreams. This process helps integrate your many sides into a cohesive self-image. Therapy or coaching can also be incredibly beneficial, providing a safe space to explore your identities and work towards self-acceptance. When you allow yourself to be fully seen and understood, even by yourself, the masks begin to soften, and the real you shines through. Remember, the journey to wholeness is ongoing, but every step toward embracing your complexity is a step toward inner peace. This journey ties closely with the power of self-awareness, one of the most transformative tools any Gemini can cultivate. When you start paying attention to your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without judgment, you unlock the ability to respond rather than react. Self-awareness is like a mirror that shows not just your surface reflections but the deeper currents beneath. Building self-awareness might start with simple daily check-ins. Ask yourself questions like, "What am I feeling right now?" or "What do I really need?" This practice helps you catch unconscious patterns before they run the show. For example, you might notice a recurring impulse to switch topics mid-conversation or avoid deep emotional talks. Recognizing these tendencies gives you the power to choose differently, to slow down, to stay present, to invite deeper connection. Meditation and mindfulness are powerful allies here, too. They train your mind to observe without clinging, to witness your inner dialogue from a place of curiosity and kindness. Over time, this creates a spaciousness where you can see your Gemini duality not as a problem but as a dynamic balance, two sides working together to keep you agile and alive. The key is to remember that self-awareness isn't about perfection or fixing yourself. It's about meeting yourself with compassion and curiosity, like you would a dear friend. This gentle approach softens inner criticism and opens the door to lasting transformation. When you embrace your whole self, including the light and shadow of your Gemini nature, you unlock the blessing hidden within what once felt like a curse. Your duality becomes a dance rather than a dilemma, a source of creative tension that propels you forward. Looking around, you'll find countless examples of June-born Geminis who have turned their complexity into remarkable success and inspiration. Think of people like Marilyn Monroe, Johnny Depp, or Angelina Jolie, figures known not only for their charm and intellect but also for their depth and resilience. Their lives remind us that embracing all facets of our identity can lead to profound personal growth and contribution. You don't have to be exactly like them, but their journeys offer valuable lessons: the importance of self-expression, the courage to face inner contradictions, and the power of vulnerability. Each of these qualities is a gift you carry as a Gemini born in June. In wrapping up, it's crucial to see your Gemini traits not as fixed labels or limitations but as tools for growth. Your restless mind, social versatility, emotional depth, and rich internal world are all part of a unique cosmic blueprint designed for evolution. By learning to navigate these energies with awareness and kindness, you can create a life that feels both exciting and peaceful. Remember, astrology is a map, not a destiny. Your chart gives clues to your nature, but you are the artist of your life. Use this knowledge to craft a path that honors your true self, embraces your complexities, and invites joy and calm in equal measure. If you've found value in this exploration of Gemini's blessings and challenges, I encourage you to join our community here at Zen Mind Peaceful Life. Hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss future videos that dive deep into astrology. self-discovery, and mindful living. Please like this video if it resonated with you, and share it with friends or family members who might also be June-born Geminis or curious about their zodiac nature. Sharing these insights helps build a supportive space where we can all learn and grow together. Finally, I'd love to hear your experiences. What Gemini traits do you embrace, and which ones challenge you? How do you balance your restless mind with your need for peace? Drop your stories in the comments below. Let's support and inspire one another on this beautiful journey. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, your Gemini nature is not a curse to be feared but a blessing to be celebrated. Embrace your duality, nurture your mind and heart, and live your truth with courage and compassion. Until next time, stay peaceful, stay curious, and keep shining your unique light. Alongside this restless mental energy, June Geminis often shine in social settings like no other sign. The ability to effortlessly connect with diverse groups of people, to adapt conversations and vibes according to who's in the room, is a superpower in today's world. You might be that person who can walk into a gathering and within minutes, become the life of the party, bouncing from one interesting conversation to another. This adaptability makes you not just likable, but deeply influential. You're naturally curious about others and genuinely interested in learning different perspectives, which enriches your own worldview. However, this ease in socializing can come at a cost. You might find that, despite being surrounded by people, there's a lingering sense of loneliness or disconnect underneath. It's not uncommon for Geminis to have a wide social circle but few truly intimate relationships. Part of this is due to a natural tendency to keep things light, playful, and surface level as a defense mechanism. Opening up emotionally and allowing others to see your vulnerabilities can feel risky when you're used to controlling how you're perceived. One way to deepen connections is by deliberately slowing down in conversations. Instead of hopping from topic to topic, try asking more reflective questions that invite deeper sharing, both from yourself and others. This practice might feel uncomfortable at first, but it creates space for authentic intimacy. You could start small, perhaps by sharing a personal story or fear with a close friend and noticing how that vulnerability can deepen trust and closeness. Mindfulness in communication, listening fully and responding with empathy, can help bridge the gap between your vibrant social energy and your deeper emotional needs. June-born Geminis carry another unique influence that colors their personality: the energy of the summer solstice. The solstice marks the longest day of the year, symbolizing brightness, vitality, and growth at its peak. This celestial energy infuses June Geminis with a radiant warmth and optimism that often draws others toward them. You might notice that your presence lights up a room, that your laughter is contagious, or that your ideas seem to sparkle with fresh possibilities. This bright energy is a blessing, fueling your motivation and inspiring those around you. Yet, this brightness also comes with an unspoken pressure. There's an expectation, sometimes self-imposed, to always be upbeat, energetic, and positive. When life inevitably throws challenges your way, or your mind becomes overwhelmed with doubt or worry, it can feel isolating to admit these struggles. You may find yourself masking fatigue or sadness behind a sunny facade, pushing through even when your inner world feels heavy. This is where the contrast of your Gemini nature becomes evident, the twin faces of light and shadow existing side by side. Embracing your full range of emotions, including the quieter, darker moments, is essential for true peace and balance. It's okay not to be on all the time. Allow yourself permission to slow down, to rest, and to honor what you're truly feeling. Integrating self-care rituals into your daily life can be transformative. Whether it's a morning meditation, a walk in nature, journaling, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of tea, these moments recharge your spirit and nurture your emotional well-being. By acknowledging and tending to your inner needs, you build resilience that supports your brilliant outer energy. At the core of Gemini's identity is Mercury, the messenger planet, which rules communication, intellect, and mental processes. This planetary influence gifts you with exceptional verbal skills, curiosity, and quick thinking. You might find it easy to express yourself, persuade others, and absorb information rapidly. These are tremendous assets, especially in careers or social situations that value adaptability and mental agility. However, Mercury's energy can also stir restlessness, nervous tension, and a tendency to overthink. The same mind that generates innovative ideas can get caught in loops of doubt, worry, or endless mental chatter. You might recognize the experience of replaying conversations or decisions in your head long after they happen, dissecting every word and gesture for hidden meanings or potential mistakes. This overthinking can drain your energy and prevent you from living fully in the present. The mental hyperactivity might even affect your sleep or overall peace of mind, creating cycles of anxiety. Developing grounding techniques is a powerful way to calm this mental storm. Simple practices such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or focusing on physical sensations can anchor you back to the here and now. When your mind races, pause and notice the rhythm of your breath, the feeling of your feet on the ground, or the sounds around you. These small shifts redirect your attention away from spiraling thoughts and into embodied presence. Over time, these habits build mental resilience, helping you break free from anxious patterns. Another helpful approach is setting designated worry time. Rather than letting anxious thoughts intrude throughout your day, allocate a brief period where you allow yourself to consciously reflect on your concerns and brainstorm solutions. This practice creates boundaries around your mental activity, freeing the rest of your day to focus on more positive or productive experiences. You might find that many worries lose their intensity when given this structured space, while your overall peace improves. Understanding the complex dance of Mercury's influence on your mind allows you to shift from feeling trapped by your thoughts to harnessing them as tools for insight and creativity. Instead of judging yourself for mental overactivity, recognize it as part of your unique wiring. When you learn to listen to your mind's messages without getting lost in them, you open up new possibilities for growth and calm. Yet, this journey isn't only about managing your mind, it's also about awakening emotional depth. Gemini's brilliance can sometimes overshadow the need for emotional expression and connection. The challenge lies in balancing intellectual curiosity with heartfelt vulnerability. Emotional depth enriches your life experience and relationships, allowing you to access parts of yourself that bring authenticity and fulfillment. As you continue exploring the facets of your Gemini nature, you'll discover how blending mental sharpness with emotional wisdom creates a more harmonious, grounded self. You're not just the fast-talking, quick-thinking communicator that the world sees. You're also a complex, feeling human being with a rich inner landscape waiting to be embraced. If you're still with me, the next part of this journey will delve into how you can transform Gemini's restless energy and social skills into practical, everyday tools for deeper connection and personal growth. There's so much more to uncover about your unique cosmic design, and how to live it fully and peacefully. Living with the restless, inquisitive spirit of Gemini brings its own set of unique challenges, especially when those brilliant mental energies turn inward and become tangled with overthinking. Many June-born Geminis know this feeling well, a mind that's endlessly processing, turning every interaction, every decision, every fleeting emotion over and over. It's like your brain is on a constant loop, replaying scenes and conversations with a spotlight searching for hidden meaning or potential pitfalls. This tendency to overanalyze can be exhausting. Imagine lying awake at night, your mind buzzing with what-ifs that feel like 1,000 tiny storms swirling around your head. It's not just about curiosity anymore, it becomes mental clutter, a kind of noise that drowns out your peace. And because Geminis are ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication and intellect, this overactive mind is wired to seek information and connections. But sometimes it doesn't know when to stop. Yet, there's a deeply empowering way to work with this mental energy instead of letting it control you. One of the most effective tools is learning to recognize when your thoughts are spinning you out and intentionally stepping back. Grounding techniques become your best friends, whether that's through breathwork, sensory awareness, or mindful movement like yoga or Tai Chi. When your mind races, try to gently bring your focus to the sensations of your body, the feeling of your feet on the ground, the rhythm of your breath, or the texture of something in your hand. These simple acts anchor you to the present moment, breaking the cycle of anxious thinking. Creating a worry window during your day is another practical method. Instead of allowing anxious thoughts to invade every moment, give yourself permission to set aside a specific 10 to 15 minutes just for processing worries. When thoughts come outside that time, remind yourself they can wait. This creates a boundary between your mind's natural curiosity and healthy mental rest. Your curiosity is a blessing that drives you to constantly seek new knowledge and experiences. You probably love diving into books, podcasts, conversations, anything that expands your understanding of the world. This natural desire to learn keeps life exciting and helps you grow in unexpected ways. But beware of jumping too quickly from one interest to another without giving yourself time to digest and integrate what you've learned. Try to focus on one or two areas at a time that truly spark your passion, and allow yourself to deepen your expertise there before moving on. This approach not only feeds your Gemini hunger for novelty but also builds a solid foundation of skills and confidence. It's like planting seeds rather than scattering them randomly. Over time, those seeds grow into something meaningful and sustaining. You might discover that immersing yourself fully in a creative project, a new language, or a professional skill creates a sense of accomplishment and peace that your restless mind craves. Socially, your ability to connect with many types of people is a dazzling strength. You have the unique talent of adapting your communication style to fit different personalities and settings, which makes you an excellent conversationalist and networker. This makes you popular in social circles, and you likely enjoy the variety and stimulation that new interactions bring. However, this social versatility sometimes makes it difficult to settle into deep, emotionally rich relationships. The natural inclination to keep things light and flexible can be a protective shield, preventing you from fully exposing your vulnerabilities. Perhaps you've noticed a pattern of relationships that feel exciting at first but somehow never deepen into lasting bonds. One way to shift this dynamic is to practice small acts of emotional honesty. You don't have to pour your heart out immediately, but gradually allowing others to see your true feelings builds trust and intimacy. Starting with trusted friends or family members, share your fears, dreams, or uncertainties. Notice how this openness invites others to respond with empathy and understanding, creating a safe space for deeper connection. Mindfulness can help here, too. Pay attention to your emotional states without judgment. When you notice the urge to pull away or keep things superficial, pause and ask yourself what you might be feeling beneath the surface. Naming your emotions can be powerful. It's a gentle way to build emotional intelligence and resilience, helping you move beyond the fear of vulnerability toward authentic relationships. The energy of the summer solstice, falling in June, infuses you with a bright, radiant light that naturally attracts people and opportunities. You might feel a strong drive to shine, to inspire, and to lead in your social or professional worlds. This radiant energy can fuel your motivation, creativity, and enthusiasm. But there can also be a subtle pressure to maintain this bright persona, to always appear confident and positive. This can lead you to suppress doubts or difficult feelings, which, over time, may create inner tension. It's important to remember that true strength comes from embracing your whole self, including the shadows and softer moments. Allowing yourself time for quiet reflection and emotional self-care is essential. Creating daily rituals that nurture your spirit, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature, helps balance your external brightness with internal calm. These moments replenish your energy and make your light shine even more authentically. Mercury's influence gifts you with incredible verbal agility, quick thinking, and a thirst for communication. You likely find it easy to express ideas, persuade others, and adapt your message on the fly. These are skills that can open many doors and allow you to thrive in fast-paced environments. Yet, the same mental quickness can sometimes lead to feeling scattered or anxious. You might replay conversations or worry about how you were perceived long after they've ended. This replay can be exhausting and sometimes distort your perception of reality. Learning to challenge these mental loops is crucial. When you catch yourself ruminating, gently question the evidence for your worries. Are you assuming the worst without proof? Are you focusing on things outside your control? These reflective questions help you step out of automatic thought patterns and gain perspective. Another effective practice is to redirect your mental energy into creative or physical activities. Writing, painting, dancing, or sports can provide a healthy outlet for your dynamic mind and nervous energy. These activities don't just distract you, they channel your energy into something productive and fulfilling. By developing a healthy relationship with your mind's speed and intensity, you transform what once felt like a curse into a powerful asset. You learn to listen to your thoughts without being ruled by them, opening space for insight, creativity, and calm. Balancing your intellectual gifts with emotional awareness is key to unlocking your full potential. Many Geminis shine intellectually but hesitate to dive deep emotionally. Yet, emotional depth enriches your experiences, relationships, and overall well-being. As you continue to explore your Gemini nature, embracing both your mental brilliance and emotional capacity will help you live a more integrated and peaceful life. You are not just a thinker or a talker, you are a multidimensional being with the power to connect, create, and transform. Have you ever felt like being born in June as a Gemini is more of a curse than a blessing? Like no matter how hard you try, your restless mind and ever-changing moods keep pulling you in opposite directions, making it hard to find peace or stability? If that sounds like you, then this video is going to be a game changer. Because here's the truth, Gemini's dual nature, the famous twins, often gets misunderstood. People think it's just about being two-faced or inconsistent. But there's so much more beneath the surface. As someone deeply immersed in the mysteries of astrology and human psychology, I can tell you that being a June-born Gemini comes with unique challenges. Yes, but also extraordinary gifts that, when embraced, can unlock your highest potential and bring true inner peace. In this video, we'll dive into the fascinating blend of Gemini's airy intellect with the emotional currents of June's cusp season. We'll uncover how this dynamic interplay shapes your personality, your relationships, and your path to personal growth. I'll share real-life stories, psychological insights, and practical advice so you can understand yourself better and turn what feels like a curse into a powerful blessing. So before we jump in, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like, because at Zen Mind Peaceful Life, we're all about helping you cultivate clarity, calm, and cosmic wisdom for a peaceful, meaningful life. Ready to explore your Gemini soul? Let's get started. If you were born in June and identify as a Gemini, you might have experienced that strange mix of exhilaration and exhaustion that comes from feeling pulled in two completely different directions at once. It's as if your mind is a buzzing radio, constantly switching between stations. Sometimes you're full of bright ideas and infectious energy, and the next moment, you feel restless, scattered, or even disconnected from yourself. This duality isn't just a poetic metaphor, it's the core of what it means to be a Gemini, and especially one born in June. At the heart of Gemini's symbol is the twins, a perfect representation of the dual nature many of you live every day. Imagine living with two people inside your head, each with their own thoughts, feelings, and impulses, trying to share the same space. That push and pull can feel chaotic, even overwhelming. One part of you craves new experiences, new ideas, and endless social interaction, while the other seeks calm, consistency, and deeper emotional connection. This tension creates a fascinating, complex personality but can also be the source of inner conflict. It's not unusual for June Geminis to feel misunderstood, not only by others but by themselves. You might wonder why you can't seem to stick with one path or why your emotions flip so quickly. What makes June-born Geminis even more unique is the cusp energy they carry. Born close to the transition between Gemini and Cancer, these individuals carry a blend of air and water, intellect and emotion, that sets them apart. While Gemini brings the quicksilver mind and a restless spirit, Cancer adds emotional depth, intuition, and a strong pull toward home and security. This combination can create a whirlwind inside, where your logical thoughts constantly wrestle with your emotional waves. It might feel like trying to ride two very different currents at once, but recognizing this blend is the first step to understanding yourself better. The good news is that this very duality gives you incredible intellectual agility. You're often the person who picks up new skills quickly, jumps into conversations with enthusiasm, and can juggle multiple projects without breaking a sweat. Think about people you know who seem to absorb information effortlessly and can switch topics without missing a beat. That's classic Gemini energy at work. But with this sharp intellect comes a certain restlessness. Your mind races from one thought to the next, making it difficult to focus or find lasting satisfaction. You might start several projects, only to abandon them halfway, or constantly seek new social circles, never settling fully. This restlessness can feel like a curse, especially when it makes you doubt your own reliability or leaves you feeling scattered. But here's an empowering way to reframe this. Your restless mind is a gift waiting to be harnessed. Instead of beating yourself up for being all over the place, try channeling that energy intentionally. For instance, set small, manageable goals that allow you to satisfy your curiosity without overwhelming yourself. Maybe dedicate 1 hour a day to a new hobby or skill, and watch how that focus helps calm the mental chatter. Another practical tip is journaling. Capturing your racing thoughts on paper can help you process them and reduce mental overload. Many June Geminis find that writing or creative outlets like drawing or music act as a release valve for their vibrant minds. Your social versatility is another superpower. Geminis are famously adaptable, able to connect with a wide range of people effortlessly. You probably know how it feels to walk into a room and immediately start conversations with strangers or fit in seamlessly with new groups. This skill opens so many doors, both personally and professionally, and allows you to learn from diverse perspectives. However, this ability can also lead to challenges in forming deep, lasting relationships. Sometimes, the fear of emotional vulnerability or commitment makes it tempting to keep things light and surface level. You might catch yourself juggling multiple friendships or romances, afraid to fully invest because of the possibility of being hurt or feeling trapped. Learning to balance this social flexibility with emotional honesty is key. One way to start is by intentionally carving out moments of vulnerability with trusted people. This might feel uncomfortable at first. After all, Geminis often prefer to keep things breezy, but opening up even in small ways creates a foundation for deeper connection. Practicing mindfulness can also help you tune into your emotional needs and respond with greater clarity rather than impulsivity. Remember, vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a bridge to genuine relationships that nourish your soul. Being born in June also means you carry the influence of the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, which injects a radiant, bright energy into your personality. This celestial energy often gives June-born Geminis a certain magnetism and warmth that draws others in. You might notice you have a knack for lifting people's moods or energizing a room simply by being present. But this brightness can also create pressure. You might feel the need to always appear upbeat or on, hiding the moments when your mind feels overwhelmed or your emotions run deep. Over time, suppressing these authentic feelings can lead to exhaustion or burnout. This is where self-compassion becomes essential. It's okay to take breaks, to step away from the social buzz, and to honor your emotional needs. Practices like meditation, gentle movement, or simply spending time in nature can help recharge your energy and bring balance. For example, many June Geminis benefit from quiet morning routines that center their thoughts before the day's hustle begins. Try experimenting with different rituals, maybe deep breathing exercises, a short walk, or mindful tea drinking, to find what soothes your restless spirit. Mercury, Gemini's ruling planet, is often called the messenger, governing communication, intellect, and mental agility. This planetary influence blesses you with the gift of eloquence, quick thinking, and curiosity. Yet, Mercury's influence can also stir anxiety, nervous energy, and the tendency to overthink. You might find yourself caught in loops of what-ifs or replaying conversations in your head long after they're over. This mental hyperactivity can feel like a prison, preventing you from resting or making clear decisions. To combat this, grounding techniques are vital. Try anchoring yourself in the present moment when your mind spins out of control. Simple practices like focusing on your breath, feeling the texture of an object in your hand, or naming 5 things you see around you can break the cycle of rumination. Over time, these small habits build mental resilience and reduce stress. It's also helpful to schedule worry time. Set aside a few minutes daily to consciously process your concerns, freeing the rest of your day from intrusive thoughts. Understanding the power and challenges of Gemini's mental energy allows you to work with it instead of against it. Rather than seeing your overthinking as a flaw, view it as your mind's way of seeking control and certainty in a complex world. When you learn to acknowledge and gently redirect these thoughts, you create space for creativity, insight, and calm. Still, this isn't just about taming your mind, it's also about nurturing your heart. Emotional depth can feel elusive for Geminis, who are more comfortable with ideas than feelings. But blending that mental brilliance with emotional awareness is where true transformation lies. As we continue, you'll discover how to embrace both your intellectual gifts and emotional wisdom to live a more balanced, peaceful life. So if this resonates with you so far, stay tuned, because up next, we'll explore how to turn the restless energy and social versatility of Gemini into practical tools for personal growth and fulfilling relationships. Trust me, this journey into your Gemini soul is just beginning. And the best is yet to come. Living with Gemini energy, especially as a Juneborn, often feels like carrying a constant dance between brilliance and restlessness. While the mental agility you possess is truly a gift, it also comes with a unique set of challenges that can feel like a heavy burden at times. You've probably noticed how quickly your thoughts move, racing from one idea to the next, sparking creativity and innovation, but sometimes leaving you overwhelmed and scattered. This constant mental flux can easily transform into restlessness, making it hard to settle down long enough to accomplish the goals you set. There's something almost poetic about this relentless pace of your mind. It's as if your brain refuses to sit still because it's hungry for more knowledge, more stimulation, more connection. But that hunger, if left unchecked, can make it tough to focus, to find satisfaction in one thing, or to feel grounded in the present. Many June Geminis find themselves juggling multiple passions, hobbies, or even careers. They might start learning a new language one week, dive into photography the next, and switch to exploring mindfulness the week after. This seemingly scattered energy is not a flaw. It's a signal that your soul craves variety and growth. The trick is to channel this curiosity without losing yourself in it. A practical way to work with this trait is to create boundaries around your exploration. Instead of trying to do everything at once, pick 1 or 2 interests to pursue deeply for a set time, say a month or 2, and then allow yourself to pivot naturally afterward. This approach honors your Gemini nature without feeding into overwhelm or burnout. Keeping a journal or digital notes can help you track what excites you most, what lessons you've learned, and where your true passions lie over time. This kind of reflective practice transforms restlessness into focused growth, turning scattered energy into purposeful momentum.